Welcome everyone to another episode of the Warmup. I'm here with the guys, man. It is me, Welfare Kris, Kev Reg in the building, Reg is in the building. Welcome back to everyone who has joined or is tuning in, because I know we've been out for a while, all of July, but it's all good. We're here, we're back, and we're here to give you a little bit more and do a little bit of retooling. And yeah, man, say what's up to everyone, man. Everyone who's listening in to us.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us.
Oh. What's up, fam? And we do that sometimes. You gotta step away, but we back.
Yeah. So cool, man. Yeah. So like I said, try to do something a little bit different. More of the same, but also a little bit different. Again, this is a place where we talk about sports, current events, and things in between through the things of black culture. Check us out all our media pages, man. Everything is in the description box or in our bios, and also on the screen if you're looking at us through the YouTubes or the Spotify videos. So, yeah, let us know feedback, comments, and all that stuff. Tell a friend, give us 5 stars if you like what you hear, or the proverbial thumbs up and follow and comment and things like that. So all right, yeah, let's just jump right into this, man. There's a lot of people get out here getting money, and I don't like it because man, it's I feel like they could have gave me some, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, where's my raise? Where's my new contract? There are all these young bucks out here are getting money. We talk about people getting money this time. For if you guys don't know, man, Jalen Brown, he happened to be a basketball player. If you know, 26 years old. You know, he's just signed for the richest NBA contract in history. He pulled a Magic Johnson, essentially. And $304 million kicks off not this coming up season, but the next season, and he will be the highest, or he does have the highest contract to date. You know, next year can be someone new. But right now we're gonna hit on him. So
You gonna hit on him, man.
Exactly. Yeah, like don't put us into it.
So no, we all hate. I know all y'all mad too. So and then, you know, across the pond there's a young guy by the name of Kylian Mbappe. And if you guys do not follow the soccer world, he's probably one of the best scorers. He puts the ball in the hoop pretty regularly with his feet, and you know, he plays for PSG, and Saudi Arabia has decided to try to give him an offer that totals in $1 billion, but he's going to get $700 million of that $1 billion. The other remaining millions of dollars goes to PSG, who currently has his contract right now. I believe he's making about 50 million euros a year on average, and gonna get bumped up for 1 year for $700 million. You can take that all home. I don't know if they even have taxes over in Saudi Arabia, so I don't know. They cover all tax-free money. But 24 years old. So a lot of money is being thrown at people not named Chris Langston, not named Welfare Kris. I'm on welfare. I need help. But I'm just sit here and ask these questions, pointing up at these people, man. Who has the most pressure to live up to their contracts for their respective years? 1 year, 5 years, whatever you want to call it. So I'll let you go kick it off, man. Kev, all right, how you feel, man, about these contracts, man? Is this a lot of pressure behind these numbers, or nah?
It's hard to say. With the Mbappe one, I would say yeah, but at the same time, like you just mentioned, right? It's 1 year. Usually when you get a player, yeah, you hope to integrate and, you know, extract that value instantly, but it usually takes some time. But in this case, it's just a 1 year contract, so it's like, how heavy is that pressure? It will take some time for him to get into the flow of things, but at the same time, I want to see that money go towards a game changer player. I mentioned it pre-pod, and I don't keep up with it, so full disclaimer, I'm not watching him play. I'm not seeing all that he has to offer. But at the same time, I'm looking at the difference between the previous highest contract and this highest contract, and I think it was to Messi for 600 and something million over 4 years. This is like 4x that previous contract. So it's like, is he 4x a better player than Messi? I mean, he has a lot of accolades. He's still young, so he has more potential. But at the same time, I feel like, man, that's a lot of bread. That's pretty much close to billionaire status off of 1 year of play. I think that's blowing my mind right now. when it comes to Jalen Brown, he's been showing his team that he's here. He's progressing. To me, he does get better year over year. He's not just staying still. And he's a versatile player. Should he be the one that's now holding the crown for the richest NBA contract? It's odd to say, but at the same time, as you said, it can change next year. I think we're in a different realm where, not even a different realm, this is how it always been. The past players like Charles Barkley and them boys would always argue these contracts that these players get now are so huge compared to what they previously got. And I think it's just going to continue trending in that direction, that the next set of players, the next wave of players are just going to get bigger and bigger contracts. So I expect to see these records continuously getting broken. But the Mbappe one, come on.
That's not getting broken anytime soon.
Like, who's going to break that one? So the pressure is on for him, man. But it's 1 year at the same time. I mean, like, man, what y'all expect from me from 1 year? Like what really, what is the expectation? So that's where I'm lost.
Okay. All right, Reg, you feel the same? It's all in Mbappe. You got to save soccer.
Nah. So I think the thing with JB, I think Jalen Brown, it is a timing situation. I don't think they were looking at it like, oh, he's worth more than everybody else. Like, I think we talked about it a little bit one time, either was pre-pod or here. It's just like the timing. Like, it was Rashard Lewis when it was his time. It was who I forgot who it was. Your boy from Memphis, Mike Conley. Whenever that new TV, new revenue ad deal contracts, money goes up. And the old players, yes, the contracts are a lot more, but you know, the NBA is making a lot more money than they did back then too. So the teams are making more money. It's the revenue sharing. I don't know what the splits are compared to back then, but you know, more money is coming in, so more money is available to pay these players. So I get that. Going back to Mbappe, what was the original question? I think I hear what Kev was saying about in terms of if the value that you're trying to extract is that franchise trying to extract, you know, trying to tap him to achieve their goals. What I'm seeing with the Messi deal and the Mbappe deal is I feel as though it's not really those specific franchises that are trying to purchase his contract or acquire him as a team. I see it more as a league investment to try and say, hey, the greatest players in the world can play here, you can play here too, and raise that level of talent in their. I think they're trying to kickstart their league, put them on the real world stage. They want some of that fan base from the British Premier League or from La Liga or all the leagues around the world, Bundesliga in Germany. They're trying to not build the slow way. MLS has been trying for a long time, you know, and then they went and tried to do it with Beckham, but that was like at the very tail end. They're like, no, let's go a little bit earlier and let's go even bigger than Beckham. Let's get Messi. Now, I've seen a lot of people from back home in Florida were really excited about the Messi acquirement and have been going to the games where they probably weren't attending MLS games like that before. You see LeBron James taking pictures with him. So I think they're trying to jump straight, getting talent, say, you could play here too. You don't have to just be in the France league or in the Spanish league. You could play in MLS. You could play in the Saudi league. So that's how I see it.
Okay. But just to kind of put it in perspective, man, look, LeBron James, his career earnings by comparison is $531 million.
Should play soccer.
Well, you know what?
I mean, still 300 million compared to JB. That's a big difference. His career earnings, 20 years,
all-time NBA earnings. Now it could be some endorsement deals outside of that. He probably because he's a billionaire, right? You know, he's out here not struggling for anything.
Space Jamming.
Yeah, but it took him about 18 years to get to the billionaire status. I mean, Mbappe can probably do this in like, you know, but before he's 27, if he really wants to invest his money that he takes from this deal. Should he take it? Because he hasn't taken it yet, from my understanding. So.
Oh, he hasn't? I thought he accepted.
No, he didn't even meet. He didn't even meet with them.
It's an offer sheet. So I mean, the fact that he's kind of like not pressed about going through this, or he's thinking about it, like that's probably a good sign. He's not rushing towards money, because the money looks good off of the face value. I mean, we don't know what the obligations are either, just about being in that league. But yeah, like I said, is there pressure? I would think it'd be more pressure on Mbappe. Let's say he does take this offer. He's going to be in a league where he's going to be the face of the league practically, and they're throwing all of their money at one person in hopes to draw attention, whether it's eyes, advertising, branding, any of those kinds of things that then Saudi Arabia can go back and like recoup some money off of the merchandising and some of the other things that are associated with a player basically being broadcasted or showcased on their platform, essentially, right? So they control all the TV rights and all that stuff, right? So, again, this guy, I'll just say it real quick as far as I'm saying his accolades, like League One Player of the Year. So he's been Player of the Year 2018, 2019. He was domestic quadruple and European finalist. I don't know what that really means because I'm not really into soccer like that, but it must be important. Top scorer in 2020, Player of the Year 2021, all-time PSG. If you don't know PSG is one of those powerhouse leagues, right? Like they got plenty of people coming through. In fact, Messi was just there. I mean, Messi was there for a short amount of time, but all-time PSG top goal scorer this past year, right? So
because Messi was there, he's there, and then also Neymar's there.
Yeah, exactly.
All the talent.
they just bought all the talent. They did the New York Yankees. They put the New York Yankees out here. So he's obviously been a top performer striker for since he was a breakout player. So, and like I said, he's only 24. So yeah, I mean, he's good, but is he going to save the league or get more people to the league? And that's going to be the real question. I doubt it, but I don't know what they're going to ask for him to do, what the expectations are. The Saudi Arabian team, I think the name of the club is like Al-Hilal or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it, and forgive me if I did, but they did. What are they going to do? Like, what's the expectation? I think that's kind of what you were trying to get at too, Kev. Was like, okay, what is your ROI? What's your return on investment? Right? You putting in $1 billion. I'm expecting you're going to get something, either the $1 million back or something over time, to where it pays back itself. So yeah, Jalen Brown. I would say this: Jalen Brown has $304 million contract. I mean, the pressure is already on them anyways. I don't think the contract is gonna make it any better or any worse, because everything is on him and Tatum. More so Tatum than Jalen Brown. I think Jalen Brown gets a lot of the flack first, and then Jalen Brown gets some of the secondary, tertiary, flack or whatever. It's somewhere between them, the coach, and then Jalen Brown. Like those two can mingle for number 2, number 3. It's always gonna be Jason Tatum first, because he's the face of the franchise, and he's in the middle of his contract. I think it's $192 million, something like that. He in 3 years he's gonna be due for a new contract. Then he's gonna have the highest contract, because that's how things work. I mean, we've seen him in John Wall, we've seen it in Mike Conley, we've seen it, with a lot of other players as well. So I say all of to say, Jalen Brown, I don't think he's going to have to be worried about it. I think, his contract doesn't even kick in until 2024, 2025. So he has really 1 year just to be like, I can just do the same thing I did last year, because I know I have the new kicker kick in the year after that. What you going to do, trade me? So he's just comfortable. So, but yeah, I don't really think there's going to be any pressure that wasn't already present by being on that team and being to the finals the previous year and getting knocked out in the third round against Miami. So
Miami,
gritty Miami.
Huh?
A gritty Miami. A Miami just who didn't want to stay down for nothing. Coming in from the coming in from the planes is just like causing destruction on everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Miami had the lucky charms on their side or something, man. Because there was an interesting playoff. I liked it though. I enjoyed it. I like to see teams that aren't expected to win at all, basically push through the gauntlet and just making things interesting. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason the NCAA March Madness is even a thing. The Cinderella stories.
Anybody can win it.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So, but like I said,
a couple things I'd like to add. So I don't know soccer to say this, but for me in NBA, I'm gonna have to agree with the sentiment. I don't feel like it's any more or less pressure. Cause like we done seen people get a bag. Ben Simmons got a bag. I don't think he feel any pressure to live up to that contract. James Harden, I don't feel like he had any pressure to live up to that contract. Like,
let me think about this. Well, okay.
Kyrie Irving, I don't feel like he felt any pressure to live up to that contract.
In the scope of the NBA, no, but the scope of the team, definitely. Mm-hmm. And I feel like there's a difference. Mbappe is, I think this is for the league that the Saudi Arabian team is going to be playing in. I think that's a bigger thing than, just do good for my team. I'm sure he's going to do well for the team. Is he going to draw eyes? Is he going to draw people like investment dollars? Is he going to do things that's going to, So
are people going to start watching their league, start watching their games?
Exactly. So, it could be that people tune in. I remember Allen Iverson, when he went to the Big Three, the inaugural year, people wanted to see Allen Iverson play. And he played 3 games.
3.
And then...
But, I mean, people still watching Big Three? You still watch, right?
No.
Oh, yeah, I like the Big Three, man.
I haven't been watching. I want to get into it. Well, I don't want to plug them. We'll talk about how I can watch that offline. We ain't gonna plug them for free.
Yeah, so... But I mean, like I said, I just know that that was the whole purpose of headlining Allen Iverson to play, because people want to still see Allen Iverson. So,
And the other thing I was gonna bring to the table is, a phrase that I've seen in the commentary come along when it comes to the Saudi acquisitions, when it comes to them getting PGA, is the phrase sports washing. Like, there is some negative perception about some of the things that go on over there. So they're trying to do these things to be like, hey, look, we got Mbappe, to kind of the distraction. Mm-hmm. So that's the other investment that people will say that they're doing by making these big deals.
Yeah. And, we've already seen it with Messi. There's a big craze. To be honest, in the United States, we know anyone care about soccer unless it's on the Olympic stage. And to be honest, unless we go far, because if we lose in the first round, the pool round, no one cares. No one's like, oh, they failed. Except for today, women national team.
I'm like 90% sure, and Messi's just gonna play for Argentina again.
Yeah,
I don't think he's playing for the U.S. team.
Yeah, but
so it's really just to get people to the MLS. That's all it is.
Yeah, but which is fine. But it's my point. Like, no one's ever interested in soccer, even on MLS level. But now Messi's there. Okay. Like you said, we'll tune in. We'll see what he has to say. See what he can do. So yeah. That's my take on Mbappe, man. Hopefully it works out. I mean, just do 3 games, low manage, collect the check, go on.
If he take it,
he
ain't accepted yet. Yeah,
well,
I pay you $1 billion. You play every game. I don't care if you gotta put a metal brace on.
So let me ask y'all this: y'all think he should take it?
That's a lot of money. There's a lot of things you can do,
man. A lot of things. I already tell you how I feel about that. Like, yes, I'll go through my due diligence. Check everything, cross my T's, dot my I's, make sure that contract is reviewed. Assess the situation and what Reg's mentioning, what's going on in that area of the world, and the things it'll be doing. But at the same time, that money could be used to help a lot of people as well. So if there is a lot of injustice that's happening and you feel a little bit sideways about accepting it from them, understand it's their money. The money's in their pockets.
Yeah,
it could either be in their pockets or they could be in your pocket where you could actually do some good with it. So at the end of the day, I'm like, that's not this is more than life changing money. This is generational changing money right here. Like generations upon generations will be impacted by him accepting this deal. So that's hard to turn away from, to me.
So you say essentially, hey man, we know that I'm aware that there's human rights concerns from a global perspective.
Whatever the concerns are there, but hey, check.
Okay. So in North Korea,
check it out. Like I say, I'm not well versed on what's happening over there, so I'm not gonna go ahead and just say go ahead and just take it. But assess the situation and make that judgment call on, the scales. Like, how much good can I do versus how much bad they're doing? Like, just scale it out, man. Everything is gonna be pros and cons at the end of the day. And I'm not by any means for selling your soul. Like that's not the person I am. So don't go out there and sell your soul now. Do something that you could feel proud about doing. And the only way I can see that happening in this situation, if the situation in their country is so bad, is for you to then flip the script and say, okay, I'm gonna do some good on top of the bad they're doing, or try to bring some attention to the situation to where things can possibly change. You know what they say, change from the inside kind of vibe.
Maybe even influence some changes over there.
Yeah. I mean, I look, it's a big ship to change, to turn into a direction that is going to be more prosperous for everyone. I mean, like I said, they've had a long tenure of human rights situations with the Muslim or non-Muslim laws, women, racism, human trafficking. There's a bunch of things, capital punishment, torture. There's a bunch of things that is, a little off-putting. And again, I understand. I hear what you guys are saying, or at least what you're saying, Kev. And that's just a lot. That's a lot of stuff in the kitchen to kind of clean up or remodel. I'll just say remodel.
Yeah.
But I look. I'm all for change if it's going to, eat all the little steps to the progress of change. I mean, if that's going to get more eyes on the country and make them kind of be more self-reflective, or I don't want to say capitulate, but like take other people's views and kind of modernize their own and repolish themselves, I'm definitely here for 100%. But yeah, that's a lot to ask for one sports player.
That's pressure.
I mean that's pressure, but the money also speaks to the interest level that they have in getting him over there. So at the end of the day, he might have some leverage to put into the situation. So
because even one of the points you brought up about certain laws and marital situations, Messi still ain't married that girl. They cohabitate, and they somehow, I don't know if they made a broad change or just make an exception. They're not married and cohabitate, so maybe that will bring some tolerance, and some acceptance of alternative lifestyles over there.
Got you. Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I'm here for it. If that's what you can do with the 800 mil, 700 mil, and no, it doesn't even have to be there, but just in general, like if your presence can bring about positive impact, I'm here for it. But again, let him do his checks and balances, make sure it makes sense. Kev, I'm sorry, Reg, you feel the same way? Yeah, I don't think you answered.
Yeah, I would say that, dude. You make the decision for yourself. Listen to the noise. Sometimes you gotta pay attention to the noise. Well, I won't even call it noise. It's serious allegations, but you gotta make the decision that you think is best for yourself at the end of the day. And what you'll feel good about, like I think what Kev said at the end of the day, like, will you feel good about it? Like, yeah, I'm gonna feel good about the check. Will you feel good about yourself? If so, then go ahead and do it. Yeah. If not, then this other way. Obviously, he's not hurting for checks.
Obviously,
no. $1 million a year, he good.
Exactly.
This is like 8 times that, but at the same time, or even more than 8 times. But yeah.
So is it the next 20 generations or the next 10? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, man. I don't have any much else to add to that one, but I think I echo you guys' sentiments on that essentially, and you know, comb that they get 5 lawyers. Like get a Voltron of lawyers to make sure that this stuff is like, hey man, this says I don't have to do nothing except for play the games, and they don't even say all the games. I'm here for 2 games, I'm out. So, you know, like I said, I definitely echo those sentiments and stuff. So, you know, good luck to Mbappe, man. Congrats to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? I can see my social security number or something, so you can go ahead and give me a donation. Cash App. I think you have Cash App.
Most people just do the Cash App, not the Social Security.
No, we ain't doing all of that.
I don't know if you're trying to sell your citizenship or something. I don't think you need your social.
So, okay, all right. We can go ahead and wrap this up, man. Anything else y'all want to talk about before we sign off? We can just sign off real quick. Make this real simple.
That's it, man. Glad to hear from you.
But he ain't even talking to them, though. That's real quick. Like, he ain't even opening discussions with them. So, like, what had happened? What's the likelihood of it happening since it's been on the table for a while now? No, yeah, quite a while now. A couple weeks.
I would say it's not happening because he didn't even take the phone call from what I heard. Like, he wasn't even like, oh, I'm gonna hear them out type of deal. It's just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. I don't know what he's thinking. I mean, I don't know if he's just like, oh, let me sit on it for a little while, okay, back to them, or if because he also has I think he also has another contract from PSG that popped up as well. So let me see, I can do that real quick. Mbappe, contract, PSG. Let's see, I think they are offering him. Oh, it's a contract dispute. Yeah, so he's having a contract dispute. Okay, so he wants to sell him now. Okay. That may be the reason why he's having some. Oh no, this is last year. This is 2020. No, this is year. That's 2023. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe you're not happy.
I think from what I was reading is they wanted some long-term extensions and something like that. I'm not sure. I'd have to read up a little bit more on the subject on why there's so much controversy on or a lot of back and forth there.
Yeah.
I see one of his teammates accepted a contract with them, Marco Verratti. I'm not sure where he stands on the level, but he got close company near him that has already agreed to move over there.
Yeah.
But hey.
Yeah. So yeah, no, he's at PSG. It was a 3-year deal, 250 million euros over 3 years. So maybe there's something going on. That was last year though, so like, he's in the middle of that contract. So, but you know, like I said, either way, he's getting paid somehow. Either they're gonna pay him out, or they're gonna move him, or he's gonna get paid by PSG. So he good, like. So yeah, like I said, he's not, like we said, he's not hurting for the money and stuff. So at this point, it's a personal decision. So yeah. All
right.
So cool.
That's it, man. Just want to get y'all take on that.
Cool. All right, man. Let's go ahead and sign off, man. Do this real quick, man. I'll let you kick it off with Reg, man. What you got?
Oh man, thanks for joining us. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. You know where to find us. Hit us on those socials. Links will be down there below. Like, follow, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, as Kris will say. And I see y'all next time.
Cool. Okay, what you got?
Man, big up to Jalen Brown. I like what he said originally when they asked what he's going to do with his contract. He was like, he's trying to bring Black Wall Street to Boston, trying to help close that wealth gap. And I know a lot of people might just say that to sound good, but he's been doing a lot of good. And he's put his action to the things that he said, and I expect him to do good with this newfound wealth as well. So big up to him. I'm glad for him, glad for his family, everybody impacted by that wealth that that's coming his way over the next 5 years. And to all the people who are watching, appreciate y'all as usual. We know your time is valuable, and when you spend it with us, we enjoy that. So keep tuning in, and we'll be here.
That's a great example, by the way, of, a lot of people say certain things about Boston culture, and somebody's like, hey, stay here and make a difference.
Yeah, but he's not from Boston though, so he's just bringing his own.
I meant stay with the team and make it different.
Oh, okay. Are they talking about
Yeah.
the city of the Bostonians?
I mean, by staying there, but it's not like he was born and bred there, but he's there, and he could have taken another contract offer and decide I'm not going to extend. But he's just like, even though they say the city has a certain racial element to it, let me uplift my people instead of saying, nah, this place not for me.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's noble. Everyone can't do it, so ask Kyrie.
Everybody can't do it.
But yeah. So I mean, no, that's good, man. Shout out to Jalen Brown for making the money. I ain't mad at you. Just a little jealous that you got there before I did. Mbappe, same for you. You know what I'm saying?
Because he was in the running, right?
I was.
That's what I'm saying. He was in the running. Like, so you in the running? My bad. I know. I didn't know.
I was in the top some. I was in the runnings. So, but it's okay, man. You know, I'll get there when I get there. Just hold down the fort until I get there. And in the meantime, what happened to trickle down economics? Go ahead, trickle down to me if you want to. Help me improve. So yeah, good luck for Jalen Brown. Good luck for Mbappe. Man, hey yo, look, I said they gonna give you the money, take the money and build your own community, man. Thanks for joining us, man. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, man. Again, everything is in the description, in the bio, on the page right here, man. So again, check those things out. It should be very easy to read. And let us know how you feel about these little bit these more concise, more bite-sized episodes. We're trying to cut this thing down a little bit more. It's like just focus on one topic. And let us know what you think about that. And we'll be back next week with another one. So until then, man, catch y'all later, man. Deuces.